Peace, my family, and roll back to all. And those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling today? It's always a good question to ask yourself each and every day. Figure out if you need to be moving some furniture around and whatever it is that you feel like you need to do to get to temple in your external world. Right. So I just thought that I'd come on here and express, because I'm most definitely moving in your higher natures and cleansing the lows. And so when you're going on this good journey with them, I know this will help someone else, so I just thought that I'd share. Being brought into the world and born into the world and in the unknown of the world. Not knowing myself. It gets real. Being brought up in Christianity, being raised by my mother and my grandmother. Along the way, I ended up having a father, a stepfather, so I call him Dad, because that's my real dad. Now, being raised in Christianity, being raised by both my grandma and my mother, having two perspectives, the wisdom, of back then, really, I would call it being raised in like a garden. That's what I call it, because they most definitely helped me keep me away from a lot of things when I was under their roof. And again, being raised in Christianity and learning and studying, and at first at a young age getting to know omnipotent Jesus, Yahshua, and really just accepting him as my personal savior at 7 years old. And again, being raised and of course going through the commandments and things like that. Being raised a certain way, right? And they really gave me a space to be myself. I wasn't really told like, oh, you should be this way, do this, do that, It was always a good space for me to express myself and do me, and stay true to myself. And I really am grateful and thankful for that, because I realized that not a lot of people have that or have those experiences. And for people that do, that's extremely lucky. Because I wouldn't necessarily say lucky, I would just say that gratitude. Gratitude to our Creator and beings that procreate us. But at a young age, wanting to see what was outside, everybody back then used to say, wait until you get into the real world. And back then I was like, what? The real world? What's the real world, right? And, back then, couldn't go outside. And if you did, going to be from one gate to the other in front of the house. That's it. And to me, I thought that was nothing wrong with that. I was just like, sometimes I would want to go, to a park, but at the time we weren't in an area where that was the best place to be. And so we stayed in the house. And ultimately, it was beautiful because, I was taught the good things. And it's when you get off and getting introduced and influenced, getting off into school, getting influenced to people, places, and things in the school, where you're getting, different experiences from people, and you're getting different experiences from people. Some were bad, some were good. Not accepting of who you are, and the color of your skin, been through experiences, certain things, sometimes, yeah. The only person that kind of looked like me in the class, things like that. Been through a lot. And for me, it was an experience. It's good, bad, and ugly. But I will say it taught me so much. And being influenced by things in the world and people making you feel as if, you're not enough growing up. Being made fun of, and, you know what they do at school. Shoes you have on, or whatever it might be, your ears, your eyebrows, your hair, your lips, your weight, whatever, Stuff hurt, right? But as you begin to move to different stages in your adolescence, things tend to change. And you know how to say, the so-called ugly duckling, or whatever they want to call it, grows up, right? And again, it's everybody's opinion, but it taught me to be true to who you are. And so, you're going through those stages as a child, and you're building up, you got that childhood trauma, and you're battling yourself, and you're battling between, am I going to be who I am, or I'm going to be what the crowd wants me to be, the people that are around me wants me to be. I'm going to follow them and fall in line with what they on and what they doing, and get caught up in things to get in trouble and get trapped in it, or, things like that. Making, bad decisions, building up sinful acts and deeds, knowing dang on well that's, not how I was raised. Wanting to be accepted, wanting to have friends, things like that. Knowing deep down that people around me didn't quite get me. It'll be a certain few, and not to say, as a being, I was cool with everybody. I really didn't have a feeling about people like that, like this strong feeling. I was the type of person that just, I'm, cool, But I will say, a lot of people are not that way. These are my experiences, and this is just how I see it. So I'm just saying that as well, because everybody has different experiences. And I always wondered why people thought the way they did, and why they think the way they do. Why can't we all get along, Why can't we all accept people for who they are and what it is, Let people be themselves, whatever that is. Not to say, you gotta like it, or don't like it, or, just let people be who they are. Let them be who they are. Let them show themselves. Show their true colors, Know what it is. And once people show you who they are, the saying goes, believe it, right? Or know it, right? Know what's up. So, I will say, in adolescence and childhood and all of that, learned many lessons, many regrets, many mistakes, things that I repented of, and things that I know that I had no business into or doing. Okay? And it's about confessing of your sins and working to do that not again each and every day, and working on yourself and following the commandments, right? Getting back to the ways of the Most High, not getting trapped in it all and the temptations of the world, building up trials and tribulations, things and tests that we all go through to see where we are. And it's real, family. It's so real. It's not a game, and it's not a game. And so everybody has their childhood. Everybody has ways and traumas and things that they've been through that changed them forever. But the thing about it is, you create whether it changes you for the better or it moves you away from things that are not good for you, to where you won't let that happen to you anymore, as far as what you have control over, and move forward with peace, love, happiness, and harmony, knowing that we all are going through similar experiences and made similar mistakes, and nobody's perfect out here. Nobody. People can try to act like they this and they that, but at the end of the day, we are not perfect. But we strive for perfection, and we master ourselves in many different ways, and work on our inner being, personality traits that are somewhat weaknesses that we have within ourselves, to balance it all out. And again, learn how to control our emotions. It's real. But when you're a child, again, I didn't know any better. And again, you're learning and you're growing. So the emotions parts was, hard for me growing up, because in ways that I expressed myself, that's how I did it. Kind of lose control. Let it all out, right? And again, that's not always the best way to move with things, especially when you are trying to express yourself. Because a lot of people want to keep it quiet. And again, keep it silent. And there's nothing wrong with expressing who you are. It's needed. Because guess what? It's other people out here like you. They need to hear you and share your experiences, because we all have them. Done with the pretending that nothing's going on in life and, everything's all great and perfect, and that's not life. Life is to me, it's an up and down, in a middle flow, and you're trying to get that flow energy going and keep it there, in a balanced, and making sure you're good out where you're bad, and, again, becoming good again within your natures, working within your natures of that agreeable and disagreeable nature part of yourself. Beating the disagreeable part of yourself here now in this world, lifetime ordeal. It's real. And so, learning from your past, learning from your childhood, learning what was brought out in it. And if you didn't learn anything from it, okay. It's time to look back and see where you weren't in alignment. And when I say in alignment with the ways of the Most High. And it's about correcting your ways. Looking at the commandments. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill, Things like that, The 42 laws of Ma'at, Looking into things that the Most High wants, to live your best. They call it your best life now. Within your higher self, I don't want to say best. I'll just say within your higher self. Because, again, we have to learn how to be our own person. Following the crowd, and again, whatever the crowd says, then you're doing it type of thing. No. Because most of the time when people are saying the same things and doing the same things worldwide, you're going the wrong direction. Have y'all been studying and reading the ways of the Most High? We were warned about that, and the saying goes, he deceived the whole world. So just imagine, if you really just think about it, he deceived the whole world, So what is that telling you? Most of the things that people are into that's doing within the world, people, you're not supposed to be doing. And the thing that people are shunning, people getting persecuted for, you know what I'm saying? Might want to check that out. What's really going on? Because that right there is where the treasure is. You feel me? Because, again, most of the time, if the world's going left, that means you gotta go right. That's the way I see it. And everybody has their perspective on how they maneuver life and what I've learned thus far. But back then, again, didn't quite, I'm not going to say I didn't know, but I didn't take it so seriously, if that makes sense, at the time when I was young, because there was too much going on, too many influences, too much going on, getting caught up in it all, right? Been there, did that. And again, that's what I'm saying, y'all. We all have been through these things, many different things. The question is, have we learned from these things? Because that's what's going to determine how you maneuver life and move to the next level. Have you made peace with these things? Have you repented from these things to the Most High? Have you done that? That's a real question within yourself that you need to ask and talk to the Most High about. Because again, that's the only way, going within, getting your meditation, getting your messages from your angels. Again, extraterrestrials, celestial beings, either way, it's real. So, again, going into learning about how to get right, and that's how you get right. Sounds simple, right? Yeah, it should be, but is it? No. It's not. It's not simple. But it becomes. That's all we have to create. It's a really simple life where you can learn how to maneuver what you got going on. You don't really need that much. People don't think they need all these things. That's why they push all these things on you. And now you got all this stuff. And you're trying to figure out why your mind, your spirit, your soul is cluttered. You got too much stuff going on. You got to clean. You got to clean house so you can see clear. You got to put things in place where they need to be. And that takes time and patience with yourself. It's an ongoing process if you haven't been on it as a child and you wasn't taught this way. On how seriously how to maneuver and purify your soul and get right. Because all of it is interconnected to me. It is. Everything you can learn from and grow. Take from different schools that our master teacher has put us to. Learn from those schools and then move forward to our true culture in Wapu, the science of the Netaru. So, it's real, family. And again, all of it came from us, the science of the Netaru. And once people really understand where things come from, you will get a better understanding of it all. And deeper understanding of it all. And again, that's another thing. But I just wanted to share my experience as far as when I had to get myself right, get myself back right. So as going through childhood and making all these mistakes, okay, and sinful acts, right, repenting and a lot of things that I did, and realizing that as an adult, I want to move right, getting back into the word at the time because that's all that I knew at that moment. And again, by me reading and getting back into, I had an experience, and this is the first time of me hearing from the Most High with my inner ear. And that's a beautiful experience within itself because it was so surreal and real for me. And this was time when I was in the church and, I was, doing a Daniel fast, first of the year Daniel fast. And at the time, I got a checkup and things like that. And they said, oh, you got cancerous cells in your body. I'm like, what? Me and my mom immediately, we just started bawling and crying. And it was real. And I said, well, maybe if I do this Daniel fast, I can, heal my body and, do what I need to do, right? So I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this fast. And that's what I did. So the fast was fruits and vegetables and water for like 21 days. And I will say that I was going through the fast only 2 days, and I was sitting in my bed and in the morning or good daytime, and I was sitting in my bed still, quiet room, just by myself, and I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do, just a little worried and things like that, and just trying to figure out what it is I need to do, and praying and things like that. And I heard clear, keep fasting. Oh man. And I ran downstairs to my mom and I said, Mom, God spoke to me. He said, keep fasting. And I was just looking like, wow. She was like, really? Wow. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I went to the doctor. First I went to the doctor before I got a checkup. They told me that. And then I went again. And I did another exam. And once I got the results back, she gave me a call. And when I got the results back, she said, there's no cancerous cells there. And I was like, what? She was like, there's nothing there. The test came back clear. You don't have cancerous cells anymore. What? I was looking like, oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. I would bawl and start crying and bawling. Joy, excitement, so much. It was gone. And it never came back. So I'm saying this to say, if you have any healing thing that's going on with that you need to heal from, any healing experience, anything that you need to heal from, fast and pray. And watch the Most High move. And man, that was such a beautiful experience. And that's one of my testimonies, you know. I was healed. And as I moved on, it just motivated me more to get right. So, adulthood, moving into college. Met a friend there while I was at it. And again, he introduced me to Dr. York and Bible study. One moment. And we were doing a Bible study. And, you know, he introduced me by showing me a video. And when I seen the video and actually heard him speak, I was just like, oh wow. Who is this? I never quite heard anyone break down the Bible like he did. Ever. And from then on, got my wheels turning and start to go in, start to learn more, start to listen more. And that's was the start of my journey. And that was in 2009 when I awakened. 2009, you know. No coincidences, right? Okay. So, yeah. And then I took off after that. Took off. Did my self-study. And my life has never been the same again. Changed so much for the better. And I am in paradise. For sure. Okay. By me knowing this, because Most High has shown me things that no one can take from me. And so, I just know that I'm sharing this because I give you guys some hope. Let you guys know that it's real. And you can too change your life if you begin to just start asking questions. Start questioning your purpose. Why are you here? Right? Being real with your life and your choices. And it has to become the most important in your life. Because again, people looking for love, and let me just say, out of a whole life experience, people looking for love, be looking for love, and what I found out is love, the love you're looking for, is from the Most High. That's the love. And that's all that you need. The love from the Most High. That's it. You know, the earthly love, it's love there too. But you're not going to get that love, that divine love, that no matter what happens to you, it don't matter, because you know that the Most High loves you. You know that the honor to Jesus loves you. Yahshua loves you. You know that your spiritual family loves you. And I know that's what people are looking for. Real love. Love that, you know, good, the bad, the ugly, still with you, loving regardless, but not afraid to say, or, you know, when needed, you know, to correct yourself. Truth of it all. Not afraid to speak it when you know you need it. That's love. Let you know what's up. That's love. Not tell you whatever you want to hear. That's love. You know, the realness of it all, the rawness of it all. Not just speaking and telling you what you want to hear all the time. That's not real life. That's not reality. You know? So once you begin to really step into just real reality and realize that you are loved beyond this world, and this love right here is boundless, limitless, and you know, really nothing else matters. When you start dealing with the matter, nothing else matters. Really. For real. And when you realize that this world is a prison and a freaking trap, it's over. Once you begin to not get trapped in it all and really take heed to the Most High signs and warnings, it's over. Once you begin to really step into who you are and not what people want you to be, because the Most High has created you to be who you are and not what people want you to be. No, that person that you hide yourself, you don't want to let people see, certain things about yourself you might find so-called weird, or whatever the freak you want to call it. You know, that person there, you know, freedom of expression, whatever you want to wear, you know. But of course, in the ways of the Most High. That's the thing. Be expressive in the ways of the Most High. And you good out here. You good. That's it. So, that's my cue. I'm going to leave it at that for right now. If you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. Release, our master teacher, Dr. Malachi Zurich L. Peace, shalom, ashug, divine love, and love yourself. It's all love and peace.